Welcome to yet another exciting educational video brought to you by Up Vision Concept Academy. This video promises to be exciting and full of uh, solutions to problems. We're going to be looking at the common interest exams, and we're going to be looking at mathematics, solving the past questions, and getting the solution. So sit tight as we proceed. On the board, we have number 71. It's our series. It says, what is the area of the rectangle, length 12 cm and width 6 cm? What's the formula? L times B. So length is 12 and breadth is 6. So 12 times 6 is what? 12 times 6 is 72 cm squared. So that's the answer. It's very simple. All right. So the next question says, calculate the circumference of a circle with radius 5, 72. Calculate the circumference of a circle with radius 5 cm. Take pi to be 3.142. So what's the circumference of a circle? Circumference of a circle is pi 2 pi r. Circumference like the perimeter. That's the length of the circle. 2 pi r. Okay, so 2 times, take pi as 3.142, and the radius is what? 5 cm. So by the time you multiply, 2 times 5 is 10, and 10 times 3.142 is 31.42. So the answer is A in the options. Okay. So we'll go on to number 73. Okay, so on the board, number 73, it says, what is the perimeter of a regular hexagon with side 8 cm? 8 cm. So they just give you one side, 8 cm. So when they say regular means it's of the same side. So what's an hexagon? A hexagon is a polygon that has 8 sides. I told you before that the polygons are n-sided shape. So if I have the polygon name here, polygon name, number of sides. So three-sided polygon is a triangle. So I have quadrilateral, 4 sides. I have pentagon, 5 sides. I have triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon. Hexagon is 6 sides. Heptagon is 7 sides. Octagon is 8 sides. Nonagon is 9 sides, and decagon is 10 sides. So these are triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, nonagon, and decagon. This is the number of sides they have. So it says regular hexagon, that is 6-sided shape. You understand? They want you to know all this. If you know all these things, you can solve this question. And perimeter is just the sum of all the sides. Sum of all the sides. You understand? So you're going to sum 8 in 6 places. Or I can say 8 times 6. You understand? So this is how it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a hexagon. You understand? So you say here is 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. So you add it now. 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 in 6 places. Or you say 8 times 6, which is what? 48. 48 is the answer. So go to the next question, number 74. So I have this question on the board. It says, calculate the area of a triangle with base 10 cm and height 12 cm. So this is the triangle like this. The base is 10 cm and the height is 12 cm. So the area of a triangle is given as half base times height, where base is 10, height is 12. So half times 10 times 12. So I have a 2 here, 1, 2 here, 6. 6 times 10 is what? 60 cm squared. So the answer is A. Okay, so number 75 says find the volume of a cylinder, radius 6 cm and height 10 cm. So volume of a cylinder is given as pi r square h. Pi r square h, and they say we should take pi as 3.142 times the radius is what? 6 times 6 times height is what? 10. So I'll put everything here. This is pi, radius is 6 times 6, and height is 10. So by the time I calculate all this, the answer is 904.8 cm cubed. That's the answer. The answer is B. Okay, so this question here says, find the perimeter of the regular pentagon with side length 12 cm. So a pentagon is a polygon with 5 sides. Is a polygon with 5 sides. So perimeter is to add up the length of all the sides, which is 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, then plus 12, or 12 times 5, 60 cm is the answer. Okay. All right, so this question here says, how long does it take a car traveling at 80 km per hour to cover a distance of 160 kilometers? So formula speed is equals to distance all over time. So how long does it take is time, right? So make time such a formula. Time will be up, then distance over speed. How did I get to this point? Just time goes up and speed comes down. Interchange. You can do that in mathematics. So time is equal to the distance we are looking at is 160 kilometers, and the speed is 80 kilometers per hour. So that time is 2 hours. Option B. Okay, so a train travels at 120 kilometers per hour for 2.5 hours. What distance does it cover? So again, speed is equals to distance over time. So I'm going to make distance solve the formula. Time will go here. That speed times time is equals to distance. So we're looking for distance actually. Distance, but we have speed and time. What's the speed? The speed is 120 kilometers per hour, and the time is what? 2.5 hours. So we multiply the two of them to get the distance. So 2.5 times 1 times 120 kilometers. So I have it as 25 times 12 is 50 is 25 times 5 0 0 3 300. 300 is 8. 300 kilometers. So that's the answer. Okay, so I have on the board here, it says a factory produced 240 bottles of juice in 4 hours. How many bottles can it produce in 9 hours if it maintains the same rate? So we're looking at two things here, bottles and hours. So I can equate the ratio of bottles to the ratio of hours. Okay, so bottles. So I have 240 bottles, understand? And 4 hours. So how many bottles? X in 9 hours. So you see now this is the bottle ratio and this is the hour ratio. They are having a relationship. So the bottle ratio and the hour ratio you put together and get it. So this X is the number of bottles it produces in 9 hours. We're looking for it. We're looking for it. So what do we do is to cross multiply. Cross multiply means that I'll multiply this by this and multiply this by this. So this and this is 4x is equals to this and this is 240 times 9. So x is equals to 240 times 9 over 4. 4 here 1, 4 here 6 and 0. So 60 times 9 is 0. 6 times 9 is 6 times 9 is what? 54. So this is 540 bottles, option A. So to the next question. So I have number 80 on the board. It says evaluate 3x minus 2 open bracket 2x squared plus 4 plus 5 close bracket for x is equals to 4. So what this means is that we're going to substitute wherever we see x inside this expression, we'll put 4. So I'm going to write this equation out again. I will say 3x squared minus 2 open brackets 2x squared plus 5 close bracket. So I'll write it and put x. Where x I see x, I put 4. So it is 3 open brackets. So I put 4 here, close bracket, then square, then minus 2 open bracket, then 2 again, times x is 4, 4 all square plus 5. What is happening here? Where x was before, I've put 4. See, there are two places where x is. I'm putting 4. So see, I'm going to evaluate this one first. This one first. Now, the first thing you go to inside the bracket here, this 4 squared is 4 times 4, which is 16. 16 times 2. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 2 is 32 plus 5, close bracket, then 2 here, then minus, then 4 square, then 3. I'll continue with this one again. 32 plus 5 is 37. Then 2 minus 4 square is 16 times 3. Okay, so at this point, so I say 2 times 7 is 14, carry 1. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1, 7 on this side. Then 3 times 36. So I said 3 times 6 is 18, carry 1. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1, 4. So I'm having 48 minus 47. You know, this is bigger than this one. This one bigger than this one. So your answer is going to be a minus. Final answer is going to be a minus. Okay, so how do we do that? 48 minus 74 is 4 minus 8. Okay, let's hold up. There's 4 minus 8 minus 4 is 4. No, let's do it this way. Because it's going to be minus, just do it that way. 74 minus 48. Okay, so 14 minus 8 is what? Is 14 minus 8 is 7. No, it's 6, please. 6. 6. So 6 minus 4 is 2. So what I'm having here is minus 26. You understand? Because this one is less than this, minus 26. That's A, answer. So follow the procedure as it is here. So to the next question. Okay, so we have a question on the board. It says Sarah's average score on 4 math tests is 85. 85. If our scores on the first 3 tests were 80, 90, and 85, what was the score on the 4th test? So if we sum all the test scores, I have 80 plus 90 plus 85, and the unknown one we're looking for, let's call it y. All over 4, that's the formula, is equals to 85. This is just this formula for average. So you sum all the individual scores, 80 plus 90 plus 85, then plus the unknown one, we are looking for this one, all over 4, because there are 1, 2, 3, 4 scores, it's equal to 85. So if you sum this like this and divide by 4, you will get 85, that's the average. So our task is to find the unknown score, y. Okay, so let's add up these ones. Let's add up these ones. So we add 80 plus 90 plus 85. Let me come here and add it. 80 plus 90 plus 85. So I have 5, 9, 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 9, 16 plus 9, I have it as 25. That's 255. Okay, so 255 plus y over 4 is equals to 85. So I cross multiply. This will multiply this, and this will multiply 1 here. So 255 plus y is equals to 4 times 85. So let me continue here. So I have 255 plus y is equals to 4 times 5 is 20, 4 times 8 is 32, plus 20 plus 2, 34. So y is equals to 340 minus 255. Why? Because this minus plus 255 goes to the other side, it becomes minus. So if I do the maths here, y is equals to 340 minus 255. So 0 cannot subtract 5 from 0. Borrow 1, it will be 10, that's 5. This 3 here. Borrow 1 from here to add 3, that's 13. 13 minus 5 is 8. So I'm having it as 85. 85 is the score that we don't know. So the option is B, option B. Okay, so I have on the board, it says in a race, the times taken by 8 runners a minute are 18, 20, 22, 21, 19, 20, 21, 23. What is the median time? So to get the median time is just the middle time, the center time. So first of all, arrange this number in ascending order. Ascending order means that the list will start. So 18 is the smallest one. 18 followed by 19. I have 19. Then followed by 20 2 times. 20, then 20 again. Followed by 21 2 times. 21. And then you have 22. And you have 23. So count. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I will now check the middle number. So if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, this is the fourth number, and I count 1, 2, 3, 4. These are now fourth number. So these two numbers are actually the middle number. I don't have a particular middle number, but I have two numbers varying for the middle number. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to add up these two numbers, which are the middle numbers, and divide by 2. So it is 20 plus 21 all over 2. So this is 41 over 2. And the middle number here is 20.5. 20.5 minutes. The answer is A. So we'll stop here for this video. I hope this video has been informative for you. I'd like to thank you for viewing.